he actually wanted to ask. Okay, let's draw lines of force. We'll get some idea of what he mean to say. There are some okay, count it. Like there are 6 lines of force. One, two, three. Okay, so some 7 lines of force are there. 7 lines of force are passing to the port. Okay, the third situation. I think I can bring the same diagram. No, this will be a little bit properly. Let me draw it. No, I think I'll take help of this diagram. First case, how much of flux through the port? What is the question? Find the flux through the port. First case, second case. So this is the first diagram. Second, third. How much of flux to the first diagram? Okay, now how many lines of force it is say it is emitting. So there are how many other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many are below or passing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one. So shall we say that half of the lines of force will pass through it? Don't consider this one. It is exactly the mouth. No, you need to bother here. So how many lines of force that are passing through outside the pot? Those many are passing through the pot. So shall we say flux in the first case will be half of it. Half of the lines of force are passing through the pot. In the second situation, what I do is like, I think I can able to explain very neatly in the diagram. Now earlier it was here, no? Now I'm going to shift this point charge. I'll bring again. Once again, I'll bring it. Oh, no. Those lines also coming, no? What to do now? I'll redraw it. I'll redraw it. This line should not come. There's a port. There's the best problem. What I'm complete line is needed, no? Not appearing like it. Oh, I'm unable to draw the shape. It doesn't matter, sir. Some rough diagram also it will be okay. Yeah, fine. I can have diagram now. I can shift that so you can see things very clearly. Let me move the entire setup to the next one. So there's the best way of learning this idea of flux. I have the ray diagram, also the colors also there. All of you see it clearly. Now let me bring the pot. There's a second case, there's a third case, there's a pot, there's a pot. And now what I do is like I'm going to no. If it is exactly the mouth, again, how much flux will be? How many lines of force? 7 lines of force will pass. If I just move above, how many lines of force? I think less than, no? Are you able to notice? Some around 3 only. If I keep exactly the mouth, so how many will be? 7. If I move above, lines of force passing through it will become less than 7. So what happened to flux? Flux will decrease. Getting the idea? This one. So now what is the flux in the second case? Flux in the second case will be less than Q by 2 epsilon naught. Now let me bring the so here now I introduced into that this one. I shifted it into the pot. What is the flux in this case? Should be greater than Q by 2 epsilon naught. Able to understand? So here I'll take this diagram. If I keep exactly the mouth, 7 lines of force are passing through the pot, surface of the pot. If I just move above, number of lines of force will decrease, so flux will decrease. If I move the point charge into the pot, the number of lines of force passing through it will increase, no? So the flux should be greater than half of it. Now, these are some logical, just to make students to think about the flux. Flux means nothing but it will give us a general idea about the lines of force. Got the method? Means how many lines of force I should draw? It's left to you. You can pick up any number of lines of force, but the idea will be same, no? I think now a student draws whether 100 lines or 1000 lines. It doesn't matter. Your answer will be unique. What is the flux? Q by 2 epsilon naught. Another student, instead of 100 lines, another student will draw 1000 lines. Then also what it says, number of flux through the pot will be Q by 2 epsilon naught. So irrespective of number of lines of force, what a student assume for a point charge Q, your answer will be unique. What is the flux through the pot? Will be Q by 2 epsilon naught. So what finally we did, the number of lines of force, I need not to bother now. I can be independent. I need not to make any rule. How many lines of force I should draw? Getting the idea? There's the advantage of this expressing the flux here. Now what is find the flux through the pot is asking. Any doubt you can, if you want, you can clarify. Because there's a very fundamental one. There's a very, very fundamental one. Let me go for the next,